You come across angles every day when you look at the two hands of a clock, or the arms of a divider when opened, or the two blades of scissors. All these have two arms joined together by a hinge and give us the idea of an angle. You have learned of line segments. Let's look at another extension of a line segment called a ray. A ray is a line that extends indefinitely in one direction from a given point O. The point O is called the initial point of a ray. Some properties of a ray are: a ray has no definite length. It has only one point and can be extended only in one direction indefinitely. Infinitely many rays can be drawn from a given initial point. A ray is completely known if its initial point and another point on it are known. There is a unique ray with its initial point O and passing through a given point A denoted as ray OA and read as OA. This means that if two points O and A are specified only, one line can be drawn connecting OA. Thus, this line is unique. The ray OA is not the same as ray AO, as these are opposite rays. While naming a ray, the initial point is mentioned first, as in ray OA. Here O is the initial point and A is another point on the ray OA. The ray starts from its initial point O and passes through A, extending indefinitely in the direction from O to A. An angle is a geometrical figure formed by two rays having the same initial point. The common initial point O is called the vertex of the angle, and the rays OA and OB forming the angle are called its arms or sides. The arms of the angle are joined by a small circular arc near the vertex. Notation for an angle. The symbol angle is used to denote an angle. An angle formed by two rays OA and OB is written as angle AOB or angle BOA. Both represent the same thing and are equal. In denoting an angle, the vertex of the angle is written in the middle like angle BOA. Sometimes single letters like XYZ or numbers like 1, 2, 3 also represent an angle. Here angle BOA can also be written as angle O or as X. But when we say angle X, we need to specifically write X in the place shown. Angles are formed by two line segments intersecting at a common point O. Angles are also formed by two intersecting lines. Here you can see four angles. Only two have been named. An angle has a separate exterior and interior. The set of all those points that lie inside the angle form the interior of an angle. Any point on any of the arms of the angle is said to lie on the angle. A set of all the points that lie outside the angle form the exterior of the angle. The interior of the angle AOB together with the angle itself is called the angular region AOB. Magnitude of an angle can be measured as the opening between two arms. If the magnitude of one angle is greater than that of another angle, then the first angle is greater than the second one. It is the amount of rotation through which one of the arms must be rotated about the vertex to bring it to the position of the other. Here you can see two angles and the time taken by the line OA to travel to its position. The angle that requires greater time has greater magnitude and is thus bigger. Here in figure 2, the angle is of greater magnitude than the angle in figure 1. To measure the magnitude of an angle, there is a standard angle called the unit angle that can be used for comparing the size of two angles. The basic unit of measurement of an angle is called a degree. The unit degree is denoted by a small circle. Therefore, a degree is written as 1 degree, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, etc. One complete rotation is equal to 360 degrees. Shown here is a straight line. Can you see that it divides the circle formed by 360 degrees? Can you say what the measure of a straight line is? Here are various types of angles. These are acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, reflex angle, straight angle, complete angle, zero angle. Also look at the real-life examples of each of these angles. Look at each one in detail. When a ray takes 1/4 rotation, its magnitude is 90 degrees. An angle of measure 90 degree is called a right angle. When the magnitude of an angle is 90 degrees, the two rays forming the angle are perpendicular to each other, or are at right angles denoted by the perpendicular symbol. An angle of measure 180 degrees is called a straight angle. An angle of measure 360 degrees is called a complete angle. An angle of measure 0 degrees is called a zero angle. Acute angle, an angle having magnitude greater than the zero angle and less than a right angle. Obtuse angle, an angle having magnitude which is greater than a right angle but less than a straight angle. Reflex angle, an angle having magnitude which is greater than a straight angle but less than a complete angle. Did you know for every acute angle, right angle, and obtuse angle, there is a reflex angle? Measuring angles with a protractor. You can measure the magnitude of any angle with the help of a protractor. You are already familiar with its usage for measuring angles. You need to place the protractor on the angle such that the center of the protractor is on the vertex of the angle and 0 degrees to 180 degrees line is along one of the arms of the angle. Next, you read the mark on the curved edge of the protractor through which the other arm passes from the scale on the first arm starting at 0. You read the markings of the inner arm of the protractor. There are some angles having some specific properties. These are adjacent angles. Two angles in a plane are said to be adjacent if they have a common vertex, a common arm, and the other two arms on opposite sides of the common arms. For example, angle AOB and angle BOC are adjacent angles having a common vertex O and a common arm OB as displayed. Linear pair. Two adjacent angles form a linear pair if their two non-common arms form a straight line or are opposite rays. Angles AOB and angle BOC form a linear pair with the arms OC and OA forming a straight line as displayed. Vertically opposite angles. Four angles formed by two intersecting lines having no common arm are said to be vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are always equal to each other. Look at the figure. Angles 1 and 2 and angles 3 and 4 are vertically opposite angles. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Complementary angles. If the sum of the magnitudes of two angles is 90 degrees, they are said to be complementary angles, and each of them is called the complement of the other. In the figure displayed, the sum of the magnitudes of the two angles equals 90 degrees. Therefore, they are complementary angles. Angle COA is the complement of angle AOB and vice versa. Supplementary angles. If the sum of the magnitudes of two angles is 180 degrees, they are said to be supplementary angles, and each of them is called the supplement of the other. In the adjoining figure, the sum of the magnitudes of the two angles is 180 degrees. Hence, they are supplementary angles. Two angles forming a linear pair are adjacent and supplementary. However, two supplementary angles may not form a linear pair. Angle AOC is the supplement of angle COB and vice versa. Find complementary angles of the following. Find the supplementary angles of the following.
Click on the correct option to complete the given sentence.
Find the types of angles formed between the directions given below: north and northeast, south and east, west and north, east and southwest,